Hello, I'm Philip Stoten. I'm here at SMTAI in Chicago, and I'm joined by Mike Nelson from Etek Europe. Mike, Etek Europe, we expect to see you in Europe. What are you doing here at the show, and what are your thoughts of the first day or so of the show?
Yeah, I think it's a good show. I always like this show. I know it's moved around a bit, but there's a lot of good technical here. There's a lot of good forums. You get time with people at this show, which is quite unique compared to the other shows that are there. You know, Productronica is a great show, Apex is a great show, but they're busy.
Yeah.
Whereas here, this is a kind of thinking man show,
Yep.
which I quite enjoy. You know,
Yeah.
I get time with my principals. We always like to keep our eye and see what new products are out there. You know, we've had some success yesterday. We brought a new channel on. We'll hopefully sign the contract later today, and that will give us a manual inspection system for the industry. So no, I do enjoy, you know, the various shows, but this one's great venue.
Yeah.
Great concept that they've got this going now. So
Yeah, and it's certainly got its place, and it's one of those shows for me that's all about the content. The conferences are upstairs. You know, it's not showy. It's not it's more of a conference than what I would call a trade show. And I know you're doing some things that are very content driven, bringing your principals, bringing your customers together. I think some one-day seminars. You have a couple coming up in Europe. Tell me about those and the kind of reasoning behind them.
Okay, well, again, we're a trade show. We maybe get 1 or 2 hours if we're lucky with a customer. So we've asked around. We've over 1,000 customers in Europe. What's the topics they want to know about? And now we're pulling together a bit of a technical expertise with some of our principals, but also with people who are not related to the industry, and try to make it, a technical show that we can take to customers or regions. We have one coming up in a couple of weeks' time down in Romania, and we've got people coming from Poland, Hungary, Slovakia, Slovenia, Bulgaria. We've got some principals flying over from the US to support us. So it's trying to put back into the industry that, the technical expertise that people don't necessarily get as much as they used to.
Right. Okay. And the kind of format of those days, it's presentations. Do the guys get to have any hands-on experience with any equipment? Do you get some capital equipment there?
Yeah, I mean, for the Romanian show, we're shipping over €1 million of equipment. So we're taking X-ray machines, we're taking cleaning machines, we're taking SPI. So yeah, again, it's not a hard sell as such, it's more technical, but if someone does want to see a machine working, that's there as well.
Yeah. And with respect to those, it's only, like you say, that one's a couple of weeks away, and then you've got one in Scotland. What's the registration like? You got a good number of people coming?
Well, one of our customers yesterday, they registered 15 engineers over the 2 days for the Romanian show, and that tells a story. So we're kind of pitching we're about 100 delegates a day down in Romania, which I think we'll get that. UK, we've done a few. We probably get 50, 60, per day at that one. So yes, I mean, it's looking good. We obviously work hard to make sure that we VIP some customers, and if someone's got 1 or 2 topics of interest, they can justify it, hopefully, to come along.
Yeah. And you've had a look around here the last day or so, looked at the technologies, spoken to various people. Anything that's particularly caught your eye in terms of technology trends, and something that you'd like to perhaps represent?
I think that there's a lot going on just now with 3D AOI is something that's coming to the table. There's a few forerunners on that. I think that as technology's moving forward, we are seeing more and more inspection required. Some of it humans can't deal with it anymore. We need to use equipment, and imaging's a big part, I think, of what's really happening out there.
Okay, and what about software? A lot of people are talking about, in Europe, about Industry 4.0 and this whole idea of very connected data, but it still seems to live in individual islands. Are you seeing any trend to something that's connecting it better?
I think there is some, everyone's got this idea that they want to connect. They want machines talking, they want to take data. There's some good companies out there leading the way of trying to do that, but it's okay maybe for the small to mid-sized guys because they can buy the one solution. But many of our corporate customers, that solution of connectivity has to then work with their factory systems, and that's not so easy. But
so it's
data tracking, barcoding, everybody wants it now.
Yeah, and everybody wants that full traceability for every single detail of the product. Last question, if people are interested in the seminars, the activities you're doing, where should they get information? Would that be just on your regular website?
Yep, etek-europe.com.
Okay.
Just go down there, they can register, and the more the merrier. And we want to hear what topics people want in the future as well. You know.
Yeah, I think that's really important, and to me, that's the value of a good agent, a good representative company. You're not just out there selling product, but you're voice of customer feeding back to your principal too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 25 years in this industry, you kind of know what engineers want, and when you're out meeting them, you know, and you hear where they've got questions or they need some help. But if we can, you know, we can bring that to the table, it is a subtle sell for us.
Yeah,
you know?
and you can recognise their pain points.
Yeah.
Mike, thanks for talking to me. Thanks for your time. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.